A man was poisoned to death by his wife, but after being buried in a fresh grave, he came back to life and clawed his way out. So Crane staggered home to get revenge on his wife. As his finger tightened on the trigger, the sheriff walked in unexpectedly. Crane slipped into a dark corner before anyone saw him. The sheriff stepped inside, asked a few brief questions, and turned to leave. He ran into Colin, the lover, carrying a small medical bag. Colin hid his role by posing as a doctor. Colin claimed Emma needed rest, so the sheriff left. After they went inside, they never imagined Crane had survived and followed them with a gun. Crane had just a single bullet, but he wanted both of them to pay, so he turned toward the basement for more ammo. Then Crane heard Emma and Colin whispering in the room. It turned out these two had conspired to poison him, but he removed the single round from the chamber. He wanted them to taste that buried alive terror. Late that night, Crane quietly climbed toward the bedrooms with a kitchen knife. He slipped into his wife's dark bedroom. Once he was sure Emma was drugged and out cold, Crane slipped into the bathroom to clean the grave dirt from his wounds. Crane bit hard on the towel and slowly lowered his wounded hand into the solution. Early the next morning, Emma woke up in her bed. A client from Crane's company brought over the final payment. Emma's eyes lit up at the box of cash, but in the bathroom, her smile vanished when she saw mud everywhere. Graveyard mud covered the white tile floor. Emma called Colin for help, but he ignored her. Worried by the mud and the silence, Emma grabbed a weapon and went downstairs, but the dog startled her. Emma grabbed an old hunting shotgun from the storage room to shoot the dog. Suddenly, a dark, masked figure rushed from the doorway shadows. Emma fired at once, the shotgun kicking hard in her hands. Then, she dropped through the open floor into the dark basement. The masked figure was Crane, the husband she had tried to kill. Meanwhile, Colin pulled deadly poison from a pufferfish into a tube. Then, Colin arrived at Emma's quiet house. Colin hid the poison needle in his hand and slipped upstairs, but the room held only a box of money on the bed. Emma's bedroom was empty, and upstairs footsteps woke her down in the basement. She was about to leave the basement, but got ready to strike whoever came in. Emma struck first, knocking Colin down the moment he reached the basement. The poison needle clattered onto the basement floor. Emma saw the poison needle and froze in fear. She instantly realized Colin had come back for the money, and she was the last witness he needed gone. Emma grabbed the poison needle to save herself, but Colin caught her arm in time. The poison needle slipped free and hit the floor again. They both lunged for the poison needle lying on the floor. In the end, Colin snatched the poison needle off the floor. Just as Colin was about to strike, the basement door creaked open. They paused their fight and chose to face the masked figure first. Then Emma and Colin walked toward the basement exit, only to find heavy wooden planks blocking it. Then the solid basement door slammed shut behind them.